update on the Fancy and Gypsy Rose Blanchard lawsuit. Also, Gypsy Rose Blanchard goes on a date with Ken. My name is Pearl. Welcome to Little Scary Stories. Come on in, Pearlies. Let's talk about people, and by people, I mean Gypsy and some Fancy sprinkled in. Let's get right to it. So, Fancy is in the hot seat again, child. Anyway, let me backtrack. So we all know that Gypsy Rose Blanchard filed a lawsuit against Fancy in Missouri. Now, that particular lawsuit was dropped because it was the wrong jurisdiction. But allegedly, even though I'm looking at the paperwork, allegedly, April Johns, which is Fancy's real name, said that Gypsy Rose Blanchard's attorney and his colleagues harassed her. So they filed a wrongful false report suit against her. And Fancy is due back in court, honey, in July. So, yeah, she's in it again. Now, let me just say this. I do think that Fancy needs to be sued by Gypsy because she had no right to sell Gypsy Rose Blanchard's medical report to people on her Patreon, nor did she have the right to sell the crime scene photos on her Patreon. I mean, that's just unethical and kind of shady in my own personal opinion. So if you are a fan of Fancy, prepare to open up your wallet because she will be crying really hard for money, honey, because that's what she does. But hey, if her followers want to give her money, to each their own. Now, as you can see, I did get the mugshot of Fancy and the paperwork for the lawsuit on Nina the Influencer's video. Now, let's get on with the next part of the video, which is Gypsy Rose goes on a date. And girl, she looked absolutely stunning, a la dominatrix, but she looks stunning. But wait. First, let me show you a photo of Ken that I found on TikTok. Now, I don't know who was the original person that posted this particular photograph, but girl, look at this. This is hysterical. It says single Chad. In between jobs, smokes, looking for short-term must-have money, interests, writing to women in prison, hiking, that word, I don't want to say that on here, going to the dollar store. I thought that was actually real at first. Honestly, I did. But then I'm thinking, that's a jokey joke. Again, that's a joke. Okay, it's not real. It's not his actual profile somewhere. Anyway, let's get to the date night. Look at that outfit. Gypsy's looking fetching. She's looking a la dominatrix, a la Matrix. She's got her choker. She's got the faux leather outfit going on, and Ken looks like a dork. Don't tell anybody I said that. I'm sorry, the man looks like a dork, and I still will stand by what I said earlier in my last video, that he's in it for the fame and the money and just the recognition to being with my tongue tied. Ugh. He's in it for the recognition to be with Gypsy. I mean, he's with Gypsy for all the wrong reasons, in my own opinion, allegedly. Okay, I'm sorry. That's what I think. He broke up with her in prison because she was in prison and he didn't want to wait around. Now, on one of her lives, she said that she found out what the real reason that he broke up with her was, and it kind of changed the way she viewed him. But, honey, she just never got over him. I still think Ryan is a lot cuter and, just a better person for Gypsy, in my own opinion. Sure, he looks like Peter Griffin and her brother / mother all in the same time. All at once, the man. But he's cute, and I think he's funny. And overall, I just think he has a way better personality, but Gypsy just wasn't into him. Here they are inside the restaurant, which I believe is called the Chop House. It's not called the Chop Shop. I think it's called the Chop House, somewhere in Louisiana. And they look so happy. Look at Gypsy. She's glowing with happiness. To her, this man is all that, honey. I want to say this for the record. That man is going to break Gypsy Rose Blanchard's heart into many, many pieces. I mean, she's going to be traumatized. He left her while she was in prison, while she was at her worst. And now he's back with her because she's at her best. Hello, the red flag's flying over your head. Oh, that was seriously off key. Over your head. Still off key. Fuck it. Anyway, the red flag's flying over you, child. Look at it. I mean, come on. How many red flags do you need? All right, so let's move on to some other photographs on Gypsy Rose Blanchard's Instagram. This picture is given, I'm having an affair, and I'm taking a photograph of my boyfriend while my husband is sleeping in the next room. Child, doesn't it give I'm having an affair kind of vibe? I'm sorry, it's giving I'm having an affair. Anyway, all of her Instagram now is very sultry, very sexy, almost as if she's trying to create a profile for herself. Now, doesn't this look like a profile photo for like Hinge or, I don't know, Bumble or Tinder? I think Hinge I think Hinge is for men. Sorry, I think it is. Forget Hinge. Bumble and Tinder, whatever the ones are, Plenty of Fish, child. Does that thing still exist? Definitely given Plenty of Fish, honey. And, this is all of her Instagram right now. Very sultry, provocative. It's Gypsy coming your way. Okay, child, let's talk about this particular article that Extra TV put out. Gypsy Rose Blanchard says she's kissed more girls than had. Why? Child, my tongue is tied. What is my deal? Sorry. Gypsy Rose Blanchard says she's kissed more girls than she has guys. Well, duh. She's been in prison. Of course she has. But I'll say this. It looks like Gypsy Rose Blanchard had herself a ball in prison. That's all I got to say. I am sorry that my tongue is tied. I've had some teeth issues. I'm due to the dentist here real soon, next week. So I have that teeth numbing stuff, and it like numbs my tongue. So anyway, I tried to get through this video, child. My name is Pearl. This is Little Scary Stories. If you have not followed me, please do so. Hit the notification bell, hit the like, and of course, hit the subscribe button. I hope everyone has a wonderful weekend. I'll see you guys real soon.